back to where I like to be, not in front of the camera. About, give or take, somewhere around like 2000, the early 2000s up until 2010, my beloved wife and I, we got into a card game called Magic the Gathering. You may or may not have heard of it. And this was going back long before the high-tech world of modern video games. So, and I became actually addicted to it. We actually collected the physical print cards. Well, after she passed away and a fire, completely got out of it, realized how much money I spent and all, everything was gone. Well, about roughly 2-3 years ago, on a tablet and phone, I noticed I was trying out new games and I saw Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest, which is another review. So I started getting back into Magic, and I'm the type where I normally like to play just the computer because I usually get my ass kicked playing other people, and I admit it. So anyway, laptop fried, and now I have another laptop and downloaded Magic the Gathering Arena, which is basically Magic the Gathering physical print card game, only on the computer. Really cool. So, quick review of this one. Now you have the backstory. Anyway, like most online games, when you go into it, it doesn't matter whether you've mastered Magic or whether you've never heard of the game before. If you like the deck building strategy that make you think and focus type games, Arena is a great game for you. I actually sometimes play it when I need to get focused on getting work done on the computer. But whether or not, like I said, whether or not you've even heard of the game, it's like most games where it takes you through a great tutorial. Give you a quick background. Magic the Gathering is a card game that revolves around 5 different color mana. And you basically build your deck with a combination of instants, enchantments like spell cards, and creatures and lands. You need the lands to play the other types of cards. And the tutorial is excellent because it kind of takes you through each mana, and it literally walks you through it. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, the card game itself, kind of annoying at times, but again, they try to incorporate every they try to gear it to attract new players to the game. So the tutorial is excellent. I think it was intentional. Lost one round, but made it through the tutorial. Now, because of Puzzle Quest, I was actually somewhat familiar with several of the cards. Then after the tutorial, it kicks you into the actual game where you don't play the computer. You actually go against other actual people. Here's where the real challenge comes in. Now, I'm one of those where when I play a game, I do most games, and if I just do it, okay, one more level, and when it comes to deck building games, I just love building the challenge of building the decks to see, building constantly better decks with the new cards I receive. And Magic the Gathering is excellent. Arena is excellent for that. Not only is it just like the regular physical print card game, but you also go up levels, and when you do, they incorporate something really cool into it, which I was like obsessed with beating. Is you have a mastery tree or circle, where you start with the 5 different color manas. Then, as you progress through the mastery circle, you start the final one. You obviously get more cards, and you get orbs for every level you go up. Then you get cards and card improvements, and then when you complete the master of 2 different mana, the next one is you can combine them. You can combine them and get an entirely new two mana deck. Which again, I was like literally, I'm like, I gotta get work done. No, I'm beating this. I gotta get work done. No, I'm beating this. Literally almost obsessed with completing the mastery tree. And in case you're wondering about my win-loss percentage, I get my ass kicked a lot and lose a lot in this. So in the beginning, it can be kind of frustrating for you because you're starting off with like the beginner decks. You really don't have, you know, a wide selection of cards to play with, but it's still fun. And like I said, you know, I don't look at whether there were times I'm like, okay, let's get this game over with, win or lose. I'm one, you know, this one kicks me up to the next level, to the next card, the next wild card, whatever. So if you look at it from that aspect, I'm at the point now where I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to go up these levels and everything, you know, on that side of the game. But when I'm looking at I just looked at created an entirely brand new deck away from the starter decks I received, and that's, like I said, that's where the real challenge comes in. We're looking at cards and like, okay, here, and here. Now, in addition to that, as you go up level, you can complete daily challenges to win gold. Now, what you can do with the gold is that you can either use to buy packs, but I stopped by a common card shop over in Bethlehem, and Steel City Comics and Games, and they told me, you know, I asked them for some advice when I downloaded it, and they said save your gold for the tournaments because that's where you can really get the cards to build up your decks. So I entered the draft, which, by the way, the draft is a great way to, if you're really not familiar with deck building and the cards, don't expect to win too many, because I just did 2 drafts and went 0 for 6. You play until you get 3 losses, 3 straight, boom, didn't bother me. But you can get some really cool cards, everything from commons and lands to all the way up to your rares. Now here's the downside. Here's a quick tip. I thought that automatically they gave you lands. They don't. Make sure you grab some lands if you can in the tournaments because you need them, okay? That's how I lost the first 3, no big deal. So I'm going to continue some part 2 because I know I'm getting a little long-winded. But please go to the Thanks to Sponsors page to please support those people and businesses, because without them, none of this could happen. Michael Phoenix, founder and staff of Surreal Veil City and its predecessor, Valley and Beyond. Take care, everybody. It's spring. The temperature is we're starting to see more warmer days than cooler ones. Get out and enjoy it.